tan.
It's gonna fade up. We already talked about it. Already figured it out. There's a whole bit we're gonna do. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it.
Okay.
You're gonna love how you look. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Garrett and Tony Show, filmed live in Glendale, California. I'm your host and opening comedy act, Brett Hundley, here with my co-act, Alex Marchand. But let's get...
How's it going? I don't like this. I don't like
right to
I'm already
the main event. Garrett and Tony, you know them, you love them. Here they are, folks.
Whoa. What's up, guys? I did like that you started off by saying it was a Garrett and Tony show and you were the host, which would be very interesting.
I got a little... Yes.
Taking these off.
Yes.
It's weird to talk with those on when you really can't hear.
Yeah, that's kind of what was fucking me up as I was trying to do that bit. Was like
Yeah, these got to be taken off. Gary's gonna keep them on though.
He's got the real headphones.
So can we explain what this is? For the audio listeners, we're in a studio, but Brett...
We're in a professional recording studio. Last week we recorded in a hair salon. There was a lot of background audio issues. I watched the episode. It really wasn't that bad. Tony worked some magic on it. But...
I didn't do anything.
Great.
Don't say that, Tony. Don't.
That was a joke. I was joking. That was a joke.
That's a bit. This week I was like, hey, let's pay to record in a studio, but let's not use any of the equipment that's there. You know, it's the same old...
And this studio offered...
They did.
For us to use this very expensive equipment.
Yes.
To record a professional sounding podcast. However, we bypassed that.
We did.
We said no thank you.
Because we have a standard.
That's
and
right.
although it may be low, we're consistent.
Yes.
Mediocrity is king here.
I'd like to note, the reservation itself was not expensive. We have no money. It was actually very, very affordable, which made choosing this a very easy option.
That's nice.
But we are recording on our own field recorder, and they took their own cameras out. We brought our own cameras.
DIY.
So think of all this.
Why not?
If you see it as props, these microphones, everything is a prop. What's messing me up is that this is a microphone I use at home, and
so you want to keep...
Yeah, out of just instinct, I want to lean in and face it, bring it towards me just so I have the best. But usually I hear myself too. But just like, if the microphone's like this and I'm talking to you guys, I feel weird. I gotta have this in front of me.
Dude, keep messing with it, man. Lean into it.
I gotta
play into the bit.
I gotta. Now it's like, what am I doing?
Well, now I feel like
now it's pointing at me.
It's pointing at both of us. So that's fucking
I'll point at you.
Oh shit!
Wait, I'm putting right at now. This is a very...
One more. This is gonna be powerful. Powerful audio. Oh my god. You've never seen a podcast recorded like this.
Interesting.
I hope the studio owner
I like it like this.
Comes around the corner and is like, are these guys mentally handicapped?
Like, go check out the people in Studio B. They don't know how to use microphones.
Well, there's a camera up there if you can't.
So they're watching us.
They probably are watching us.
Awesome.
Great. Well, hopefully we actually have... It would be really ironic if the audio is bad in this podcast versus the last week's one, where we were literally like in the loudest part of the LA Arts District known to man. Apparently that's where Lindsay also gets her haircut.
It was cool looking though.
She sent me a text.
Visually,
she said, I get my haircut in that salon. And I said, how is that possible? I guess they rent it out when they're not using it. I'm like, she's like, when I go there, it's just me and the hairdresser. So it's like he makes an appointment and then he goes there and they're not open. It's not like cost cutters where they're open.
Gotcha.
What are the odds?
Private haircut.
That's so weird.
I was gonna say private lessons. She's not learning to cut hair. She's getting her hair.
We don't know what's
Well, we don't. She could be.
She could be. Who
It
knows?
was just her and the dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Private lessons.
Private lessons. You know
She gets a dude to cut her hair.
I have a dude cut. Actually, I don't cut my hair. I haven't cut my hair in
I only
a year.
trust women to cut my hair. I don't trust guys.
What?
They always
Why?
fuck it up.
I had a women barber in Colorado,
They're
but
the
now
best.
I go to a guy barber, so I have some thoughts on that.
I feel like it's like when you get a massage. You could get a massage from a dude, but why?
Right.
So I go
Maybe
to a
they're
guy.
Stronger, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. I get it.
That's the argument is that they know how to, they can get deeper into the muscle.
I want to be nurtured.
Maybe it's about
You want to be,
technique.
see, that's how I feel about a massage.
Yes.
It has to be nice, it has to be sensual,
Even
It
if
has
it's
to
a
be
Thai
sensual.
I'll get like a Thai massage and she'll be hurting me, but I don't feel like I'm the victim of a crime. Whereas
Yeah.
I would if a man was slowly twisting my head off.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, this is the motherly approach.
I got a Thai massage from a little Asian woman, and she destroyed me.
Yeah.
For about 3 days, I was pretty much useless. It was fucking
Your
brutal.
hands are so powerful.
She walked on me,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
And the worst is when you're on, the worst was on the stomach, leg back, and then she leans in and puts your thigh around her and leans back and
What
cracks
the
your...
fuck?
It was vicious, man. I'm probably never going to get one again. I'm going to go on record saying that.
There's a woman at that, remember that airport? I don't know if it was like Seattle or something. They were giving out massage. Was it Austin? Mm-hmm. That she was pretty brutal. She's like a bigger lady that kind of like, you know, went ham on me. She felt all right
she had
though.
strong
but
hands.
She had very strong hands.
She did not walk on you though. That
No,
would've
she
been-
didn't. No,
that
she
would've
just
been-
she just beat the shit out of me. It was a punching bag.
Well, before we get into your show, I'd like to read an ad read.
Oh, yeah.
We got you some sponsors for...
Oh, thank you.
The bit of this week is usually you and I sort of just talk about whatever we're into, and Garrett usually just sits politely in between us, kind of stares into space.
It's true. I watch it. I watch it every week. I see Gary sitting there, and I'm like, speak up, Gary. Yeah.
This week, this week, it's the spotlight is off of us.
He's surrounded by too much life experience, dude, and he feels bad if he interjects some
That's
of his
true.
own commentary.
Right.
It's respectable. He's a very polite young man.
But you've been alive for basically 2 decades. Maybe you got something to say. Today we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But after, we give thanks to MeUndies.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Long time. You guess what you got this week for the first time ever? Sorry, Garrett.
For the first time ever. Yeah, I got a pair of MeUndies.
I gave James's MeUndies to Tony.
Whoa.
You gave me one.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
kind of like
it was
they're too
it
big.
was
to
a
say.
Halloween.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Been here over a year. Finally got some MeUndies. It's all good.
Hey, what'd you think about those guys?
They're fucking
Honestly,
awesome.
I'm wearing them
They're
right
so
now.
Great.
I'm wearing them
Really?
right now. Yeah.
What do you got? Hit us
Whoa.
with that.
Damn.
New snowman holiday print, right? Look at that snowman
That looks-
Wow.
peeking out.
Peeking out, showing off that editor. You know.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Those look nice, dude.
we can all
Dude,
go.
they're really comfy, man.
I got the lightning bolt, baby. Shazam!
Yeah.
Give myself a fucking wedgie. And you got
good.
some on today?
I got the, what is it? Pineapples.
Pineapples. Gotta love it.
SpongeBob.
So look, there it is. We love MeUndies. We wear our MeUndies, and they sponsor Cow Chop. Did you know Cow Chop has no money? It's not a bit. We have no money. It's not even like we might run out of money. We have no money.
There isn't any money to run out of.
There's no money to run out of. All we do is we get a little bit and we give it to you guys. We say, please, we love you. Thank you for working hard. You deserve to be paid for your efforts. You're hard workers. Take this.
Reminds me sort of like when you're playing like a video game, like a city builder or like a park management type thing, and you're starting to see the funds constantly dip in the red,
Yep.
and then you just start the playthrough over again because you realize you probably messed up
fucked
something
up.
along the way. Yeah, that's the current situation.
Yeah.
But go on.
Continue.
Well, I'm just saying we don't have any money.
Right.
You and I,
Right.
you know, we're not gonna make any money.
We need to bail out.
We gotta bail out. Guess what? Guess who's bailing us out? MeUndies. Ad reads. The last
Yes.
great frontier. You
Yes.
say, how can I help Cow Chop? Listen to this ad. Oops, I closed it. Listen, guys, by this time of year, the planners and Virgos of this world have checked off everything on their list, while the rest of us last-minute people are running around like psychos, trying to figure out what to get everyone. Don't fear, fellow last-minute gift givers. MeUndies has everyone on your list covered. It's the one-stop shopping spot to get gifts that people will actually love, delivered straight to their door with free shipping, no buts about it. Actually, all buts about it. Ha ha! Because undies, get it? Very good. Listen. This holiday season, cozy up in their new robes for men and women. And treat your feet in their soft new slippers, and of course, match the whole fam with their cute new baby bodysuit. You got a little baby Yoda in your life, you just put him in that baby bodysuit.
No way.
He'll be
Baby
like,
bodysuit.
He's gonna love it, dude. You're gonna absolutely love it. Okay? There's brand new holiday prints, cozy new products. MeUndies has a gift for literally everyone on your list. Okay? MeUndies, they're great. They're comfortable. They don't like ride up. They breathe really well. I go to the gym. I'm not like wearing like a wet pair of underwear when I get out. They have like the materials.
It like wicks moisture.
Yes, but it's softer than cotton, they say. You know, I forget all the crazy facts I've absorbed over the years of MeUndies, but listen, they're great. We love them, and you'll feel good in them, and you'll look good in them, and you'll help us. And guess what? Hey, guys, can you believe this? MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners of the Gary and Tony show. I'm gonna switch back and forth. You gonna be, you know, that's good.
Yeah.
That's alphabetical.
Also, I like Toneth.
Toneth.
You said Toneth? I want to go by Toneth.
My brain is sort of shutting down as
all
we
good.
approach the end of this channel, and it's only going to get worse. So on the last day when I'm like,
Great
that?
things come from mistakes, from stuff like that, you know what I mean?
this channel was a mistake. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. I mean, that's a deal. Free shipping. People always complain about shipping, especially on our merch. Free shipping with MeUndies, 15% off. Use our special code, okay? You go to MeUndies.com/CCTV. MeUndies.com/CCTV, 15% off, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guaranteed. You don't get that very often in life. Get it with MeUndies. Help us out. Help yourself out. Thank you, MeUndies, longtime sponsor of Cow Chop. You really been there for us. And I went to your office once, and it was very pleasant. Everybody was very kind, and they had a bunch of dogs, like a dog-friendly office.
Nice.
That's nice.
You don't have the mic pulled up to you, so you might have to redo all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
it couldn't hear
shit.
you.
Well,
I can edit that in. I'll edit it.
Can we
Yeah.
just?
use in post, curve my voice back at this mic.
I got it.
Just bend the line.
I'm going to put my sunglasses on. It's really bright in here.
You could just do this. You could just
Oh,
clip your love.
you can put the love on the,
Oh,
on the shore.
This
That-
is next level.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We're gaming the system.
No, I'm not going to fuck with that. Is it weird that I feel like I don't know. People
That
wear their
you have
sunglasses.
sunglasses
But, you know, I know
No.
Alex can pull it off, though, because that's like his thing. But, like, it is legitimately bright in here. It's like we're outside, but inside.
Because it's literally just like a sunroof.
It's a sunroof.
It's a sun thing.
That mic
Tony
is,
concluded his rant, and then he looked at me, and I had nothing to offer him. I was like, well,
So you
small
hate
little
the sun
things.
because it's above you.
I don't mind the sun when I'm getting bronze, like when I'm getting my tan on. And
Yeah.
I'm sweating and I'm supposed to be. But if it's like just there and I'm not actively partaking in the sun, I don't want it. You know what I mean? It's
So
the
you
same with-
choose when you like the sun.
you want a mutual relationship with the sun.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not I'm not actively seeking the sun. Let it be cloudy. Let it be rainy.
like,
And
I
if
do not consent today.
Exactly.
Be gone. Rain.
For sure. And if I'm inside, I like lamps.
I like lamp. I love lamp.
I'm a lamp.
Candles?
Oh, candles and lamp lights for sure.
What's
We could save a lot of money on electricity by converting the office to candlelight and running the cameras on wishes and dreams.
Exactly. I'm gonna take my sunglasses off. It doesn't feel right. Deal with it.
What was your thing with lamps you were talking about earlier?
Eye level. If you want to walk us through
like-
eye level.
I like lighting in the room that I'm in. I like it to be either the same height as me or below. So the lamps are they're not shining down upon my face.
Right.
They're shining. I'm above.
Is that like
the
a
light.
power thing? Like
I don't know. I think
Like fuck light. I'm more alpha than light.
I like a low lit dim room. I like a lot of dark tones. I like brown leather. I like wood. Do you know what I mean? I like a fire.
Like a
fire.
dark stained wood.
Yeah, like my perfect setting would be like a log cabin with a fire going and maybe a lamp that's shorter than me.
Do you wish you worked for Good Mythical Morning? Because their sets are probably more in line with... Or like Sugar Pine 7, they had a fake log cabin wall. And they didn't have any money either.
Interesting.
And it did not work out.
I gotta look into that.
We had a lot in common.
What about like just over like headlights? You know, like these little ones that are shining down on us.
Dislike. If I had the choice, sometimes you just have
You
to deal
dislike the ceiling
You
lights.
could turn those off though if you wanted to.
with it. Well, now
But
that the sun is in here, it's trumping those, so those don't matter.
Okay.
You know.
Low light, like in your peripheral. Like I actually have a lamp on the floor of my office that sometimes accidentally turns on. That really bugs me. If it's like low and in my periphery, I'm like.
That's weird. I mainly like a side table that's like my lamp right there.
So not really like below your eyes.
Nah, just like here.
Just like okay.
Yeah. And rooms that are acceptable are bathroom and kitchen, because those you need to accomplish things. You know what I mean? You're in the mirror, you're doing things to your face. In the kitchen, you're
You need
cooking,
that
you're doing
overhead.
shit. You need that overhead.
Yeah.
You're not sure if you finished wiping your ass.
100%.
Hit me with that overhead.
My
I'm done.
my bedroom is like blacked out. I had like normal blinds that were like came with the apartment,
Yeah.
but it got to a point where whenever I go to sleep or whatever the case is, just a nap, or even if I'm up late, because I used to be up late, the sun would still penetrate the blinds themselves. So,
That sounds disturbing. to
right.
me.
Well, although it's, you know, I'm going to bed hella early or whatever the case is,
Yeah.
or the sun's coming up early or whatever, I'm sleeping in what feels like morning. So what I've done to combat the sun is I bought out blackout curtains
Yeah,
that just
they're great.
completely nullify it, and I just always have them up. And so whenever I'm in my bedroom, the sun doesn't exist in
That's
my
great.
bedroom. And I have colored LEDs too. And so I'll have it like blue or like purplish.
Yeah.
So whenever I go into my room, it's like, it's zen. I'm gonna have the
Chill
TV up
zone.
or whatever, but the sun and I don't interact in my bedroom.
So you feel me? You're kind of on the same level as me, right?
But that's just one room
Okay.
of my house.
Right.
That's my bedroom.
Yeah.
Where the sun, I don't need the sun to interact with me in my bedroom because I'm going there to rest, or that's really it. You know?
Right.
I mean, we can fuck with my office or the kitchen or whatever, or even the bathroom, but like my bedroom, like I don't need the sun to be like, I'm here, wake up everyone. I'm like, dude, I'm good.
annoying.
That's a dick move.
It's annoying,
I'm trying to get some rest.
for sure.
You know.
Unless you wake up during sunrise, then it's very gentle from the sun, and it's like, hey, bud, giving you about 30 to
If
get
you wake
out.
up before,
Yeah, you got 30
like,
minutes.
you know,
Yeah.
like you
I'll
wake
ease
up
you
and it's
into
like
it.
dim out and like the sun's coming up and he's like just letting you know like it's happening. So you kind of have a chance.
But even-
you wake
but
up
even
at
in the
11
morning-
o'clock, get out of here.
even in the morning, if I'm up, you know, at 9, right? Because I wake up at 9 in the morning.
Okay.
If I'm up like at 7 for whatever reason, like maybe I just gotta, you know, I get up. You know, sometimes you just get up earlier than you're supposed
Maybe
to,
you were up
and
all
the
night.
sun's already there.
Yeah.
It's too late because now I gotta get get another couple hours of sleep, but then the sun's already like it's morning. It's like, dude, this is
Right.
too much. You know.
That's a
you
great
might as well
sun.
just
I like
stay
that
up.
sun voice. It's morning time.
That's how it feels like. It's good morning. And you're like, ugh, what are you
That's
talking
the
about?
Raisin Brand mascot. You know, the sun's good.
Good
Two scoops, dude.
Raisins,
Scoops of
too.
raisins. That's true.
Cool. Well, we know where
So-
you stand on lamps. How do you guys? We've had a topic this week going around. Topic of addiction. I'm doing the thing now too, where I started to lean back
Yeah.
and I was like, wait, I'm not talking to the mic.
Yeah, if Garrett doesn't have more than 17 sentences this podcast, like I am officially, we're gonna.
What's a sentence? Is that a sentence?
That's 3. I'm
Did
counting.
you just end it? That was a
that
sentence
was
that you just did.
incomplete.
That was a question mark, but that was still a sentence, yeah.
Garrett and Tony are both trying to quit cigarettes right now, and boy,
Yes.
it's been a real trial.
It's been tough.
It's addiction.
We
It's
have
addiction.
we keep trying to have a bet wherein if they can make it 30 days,
It's an incentive.
there's an incentive at the end, a small monetary incentive.
Oh, damn.
We're on
Yeah.
we're on the honor system.
Right.
Okay, if you go home and sneak a cigarette,
I smoked this morning. See how honest I am?
we've reset the contest at least 3 times.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm still going strong. This is
This is day two? Okay.
day two.
Okay, so
Day
your
2.
clock has started.
But now that he's done it,
See, it's tough. No, but see, here's the. I want you to, first of all, I want you to talk. I want you to speak.
I'm gonna get comfortable here.
I want you to
Well, now
speak your
that-
truth. I want you to
well, now
speak your
that-
truth about your addiction.
now that you've done it, I'm starting getting, my mouth is watering a little bit. I'm sort of thinking about it.
The fact that I told you why now I'm doing this. Like, I'm like leaning back into, I like
know.
it. Alex, well, there's like a joke, like Jacob's like, it's just quit. Like that's Jacob's idea for quitting something is don't do it. It's that easy. But he doesn't have the addictive gene.
I feel like
Alex said.
How do you know he doesn't have the addictive gene though?
Because if people who say that.
But it's not like he's smoking and he quit, right? Like I used to smoke and I quit, but I'm not telling you just quit.
No, you're see,
Right?
I'm doing what Alex is suggesting was to wean myself off. So I had a cigarette this morning, and I had a cigarette last night. I used to smoke a pack a day.
To be fair, I used wean as in like, you know, substitute it to wean yourself off of the, you know.
I can't do that.
I also think that's a slightly inaccurate statement. It's more like you're trying to quit, and when you fuck up, then you smoke a bunch of cigarettes, and then you say, I'm weaning myself, and then you restart the process.
Right, no, but even when I used to quit, I would, whenever I'm smoking, so whenever I'm doing anything pretty much that I enjoy, I'm doing it at an 11.
Yes.
It's
Understandable.
like, if I'm smoking a pack a day. If I was drinking, because I don't drink anymore either, and if I was drinking, I was going out.
Yeah.
There was no like glass of wine at dinner. It was, it's go time.
I went drinking with you.
Yeah.
I know. We got very drunk.
It's heavy. And so when I'm doing anything, when I eat my Trader Joe's Cheetos, I don't have a handful. I eat an entire bag. And I can't see, I don't have an off switch the minute I start to like something.
Yeah.
So for me, smoking is it's either got to be out of my life and out and gone, or, so I'm actually going to attempt to.
Yeah, which is the premise of the bet, is that you're not kind of dabbling.
It's not
in
dabbling,
it.
right.
You're like,
I need to quit, but over this pack that I bought, I'm going to like have a cigarette in the morning and then have a cigarette like at night, and then for a few days and see like, oh, I don't have to smoke.
I need you to stop buying new packs of cigarettes.
You do,
Because
I-
every
so do
time
I.
you do that, you're like, well, I just got to smoke these last 20 cigarettes, and then I'm ready to
Today.
smoke.
Yeah.
Hey, Garrett, you want some of my cigarettes that I have a multitude of?
Yeah.
And I'm already like going through withdrawals, and it sounds really good. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, dude. I started.
You both went through withdrawal yesterday,
Yeah.
by the way, and
That's
now
true.
and then you're like, I smoked some more this morning. So
I
you
know,
reset the process.
You reset the withdrawal. It's the stupidest thing.
But when you were like 28 days or whatever, how long did you go?
24
before?
days.
24
I thought
days.
I was done.
Yeah, I wasn't.
What happened?
I had an interview / job that was supposed to be lined up for after when this
Funhouse,
finished.
and then Lindsay fucking took the
Funhouse,
spot.
right.
That fucking bitch.
No, it was something else, and it didn't pan out at like the last second, and it just kind of triggered me. So I smoked some cigs.
Yeah. But
And
when you were doing that, because you were doing that, I chose not to smoke at work. So
Okay.
I would just leave
That's
them at
very-
home.
that's very kind
and,
of you, by
And
the way.
not smoke at work, because I know that it's fucking hard.
Thanks, Garrett.
But I feel like that was even worse
Yeah.
than just not doing it at all, because I would smoke in the morning and then I would leave, and then I would just like have that full withdrawal process,
Yeah.
and then get home and then do it all
over again. It's
like
terrible.
every day.
The life of an addict is fucking vicious. I know it. I'm telling you, it's bad. It's tough.
I think for me, it's just like more of like, I don't care. Like as of now, it's like, I don't care. It doesn't affect me in any way.
See, for me, it's affecting.
It hasn't taken the completely degenerative process on your young body.
Right.
Cancer is an elusive term to you.
100%.
Yeah.
You know your lungs will heal themselves in the way they do. Your teeth haven't suffered years. Your lungs haven't. Your throat.
Gary, let me tell you this, man. I got like 6, when I actually thought about this the other day, and the fact that I'm going to say this, and then you're going to be like, what is wrong with you? I thought about how many packs of cigarettes that I've consumed since I was your age. Because I was going to tell you, think about it, I got about 16 years of smoking on you. Not to mention another 10 that I was smoking. And I thought, I wonder how many packs of cigarettes I've smoked since, like, how many you, like, don't have to do if you quit right now.
Right.
And the thought of that made me low-grade panic attack. I mean, I was, like, thinking about how many packs of cigarettes I consumed in my lungs every day. I was like, I'm donezo. Like, I'm fucking,
You might as well just keep going.
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
I actually can't. But dude,
I'm hearing this
gaslit him.
information. I mean,
The
honestly.
lungs bounce back.
I know, I'm gonna
They
give it up.
bounce
However,
back. They want.
have
It
you
takes
ever
15 years.
have you ever
For you to fully
Hold on.
heal from.
Great, when I'm fucking 51.
But the
maybe.
half-life
Let me-
of when your lungs immediately start repairing themselves and start restoring function is very fast.
let me interject
Really?
If you give them a chance, they want to start that process.
let me interject with the smokers myth.
I'll look it up while he says this.
Okay.
Okay.
There is a thing in the smoking community, at least when I used to smoke,
Right.
and one of the reasons that I partially full quit was because I was talking to a buddy.
All right.
We had this conversation. This is from him, and I never researched it myself because why would you do that? However,
Right.
he mentioned that the cancer forms when the lungs are regenerating, right? When the lungs are regenerating, they're building new cells. So his argument was, if you keep trying to quit and you keep trying to regenerate your lungs for them to make fresh new lung cells, your chance of getting cancer goes higher.
Fuck, now you're freaking me out.
That's what freaked me out. So my point was, if you're gonna quit, just quit and let your lungs reform to the whatever capacity they need to, instead of constantly killing your lung cells as you're in the middle of quitting and restarting and constantly regenerating new lung cells.
Okay.
Now, I kind of want a doctor to come in here and say, you're a fucking idiot. What are you talking about?
Because I keep
But-
trying to, like, now I feel like I'm just dead. But maybe not.
You should look that up as well.
Listen, I'm just on medical news today. It's the first thing I found. After 1 hour, the heart rate drops and returns to normal. Blood pressure begins to drop. Circulation may start to improve. After 12 hours,
Oh.
the body cleanses itself of the excess carbon monoxide from the cigarettes. The carbon monoxide level returns to normal, increasing your body's oxygen
That's what I
levels.
want.
After just 1 day, smoking raises the risk of developing coronary heart disease by lowering good cholesterol, which makes many heart-healthy exercises harder to do. And as little as 1 day after quitting, a person's blood pressure begins to drop, decreasing the risk of heart disease from smoking-induced high blood pressure. In this short time, a person's oxygen levels will have risen, making physical activity and exercise easier to do. 2 days, your taste and smell starts to
the
improve.
taste buds start to come back. I can start smelling tasty foods again. Do you know what I mean?
3 days is when your shit really starts hitting you because the nicotine levels go down.
Right. That's when the pacing and the
It's at its worst.
that's when day 3. The myth is that, not the myth. This is truth. If you can make it past day 3 physically, then it's all mental.
It's
triggers.
all anxiety
It's all
after
triggers
that,
and it's all
yeah.
just like fucking shit like
Working
that.
through it.
Let's do it, man. Let's just end this let's do it.
I don't know if I care that much.
All right. Well, see, that's on you. It took me a lot of years to really care. When you start feeling how I feel, you're gonna really want to, dude. I'm telling you, it's tough.
Because a lot of the problem is like when you like do it when you're like out with friends and out with people. Like when I first
Oh, yeah,
started,
man, it's impossible.
it was just like I would have like 3 a weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
And just every time I see my buddies, I just have a cigarette. Or like somebody was out smoking out back and
Yeah.
I was, taking a 10 and I was just like, hey, can I bum a cig? Like,
Right. Taking a
and
10
then,
at the Texas Roadhouse.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then once you go to like parties and stuff like that and you're drinking and then you're smoking and then you just like keep smoking and then every time you drink, then you just like feel like you have to have a cigarette.
Well, see, that's why I'm taking this time to like. There was no way I could quit smoking if I was drinking. No way. Those two they were combined too much into one.
Yeah.
So now that the booze is gone, the smoking needs to be gone as well.
That's how I am with weed. It's like I'm really bad with weed. Like lately I've been better just because I didn't smoke weed for like such a long time, but like every time I would smoke weed, I would go through like 5 or 6 cigarettes in a night.
I'm gonna read Tony this. I was trying to verify my claims earlier. It's kind of hard for me to find statistics of people starting to smoke after they quit. It's usually just like, here's the benefits of when you quit.
Right.
But as I'm doing my research, there's this article from NCBI .gov or some website.
Seems legit.
Anyways, on average, respondents in this group considered that smoking can cause cancer only if one smokes at least 19 cigarettes per day, an average of 5.5 cigarettes per day, and that cancer risk becomes high for a smoking duration of 16.9 years or more. It increases the longer it crosses the threshold of 16 years plus.
Okay.
So you said you've been smoking for how long?
26 years.
So how many cigarettes per day?
I don't want to do this, man.
This is what they do on those addiction shows for food, where someone like will only eat like maple syrup.
Oh,
Or like
dude.
the dude who only ate hamburgers
No,
and they
dude.
like opened the truck and the hamburgers just came pouring out.
Thousand hamburgers.
You never saw like My Strange Addiction? There was this chick who was addicted to cheesy potatoes. Oh, God. She only ate cheesy potatoes
Yeah, dude.
for
What
20
the
straight years, three meals a day.
That's crazy that you can like survive off of cheesy potatoes for 20 years.
Well, she was not.
She was
healthy.
not doing too well.
Yeah, I know
She
you're not
wasn't.
healthy,
She
but I
wasn't
just,
like morbidly obese or anything,
Right.
but her body was.
There was also a guy, I mean, mainly My Strange Addiction.
Yes.
just weird. Like, where do you get the rest of the nutrients from?
My Strange, you don't. That's why you turn
Sunlight.
into what she was. But there was like the...
she ran. She jogged.
There was a lot of them are just like weird eating habits. And like this one dude was addicted to eating mattresses. And like through his life, or through not his life, but like in like 5 years, he had eaten a total of 16 mattresses.
It's
It's like the memory foam that he would like
He was
eat.
eating the inside of a mattress.
It's always like some like traumatic story. Like my dad was beating the shit out of my mom, so I just leaned down and I chewed on the mattress, and then it made me feel better.
Or I covered myself
Now
in a
he's
mattress.
43 years later. He's like, I'm still eating the
Right.
mattress.
And you're
It's like,
laughing at this guy, and then you hear that, and
Yeah.
you're just like,
You're like, oh.
well,
I
shit.
know, see, that's the thing. I would never watch these shows and really laugh. I'm always like, what the chicks who eat bleach? Like, also there's habits and addictions that I didn't know could be addictions. Thought it was like a one-time thing. There's this dude, he's like, I'm addicted to drinking paint. I was like, in my brain, I always thought that was lights out first time. You drink paint, you die.
Yeah.
Apparently not. You can...
It's a bit like
The body is
cigarettes.
crazy.
He gets to the point where he's like,
smoke something that's just
he's measuring
absolutely
out
full of poison.
how
and just
much
keep going.
paint can he like drink like to like safely make sure he doesn't black out. It's like he's like doing measuring cups. Like if I just drink like like a quarter of a
little
pint,
bit.
I can throughout the day.
Every time you want a cigarette, picture drinking like a shot glass of paint.
I'm gonna.
Like house paint. Because that's
fucked up.
essentially what you're,
That's
I mean,
fucked
I'm
up.
done, man. I'm giving it... I'm telling you. Like, it's happening.
like
I'm in
literally
the process.
pour yourself a shot glass of paint and then you just drink it. Every time you smoke a cigarette.
It's
mean-
tough. I'm doing it. I'm in the... Listen, I'm in the
Picture at
process.
10 at the bar.
in the process.
And you go
In the
in,
process of quitting.
you're trying to mac on her, and then she's like, ew, your mouth tastes like cigarettes.
No girls ever told me that. I've gotten a lot of
Just
girls
wait.
tell me like, "Hey, like I don't like smoke. I don't like when guys smoke cigarettes, but it looks kind of hot when you do it."
Dude, you're
What? Okay.
Wait till you're like 30 years old, and he's definitely right. And you're talking to some chick, and she's like, no. See you, buddy. You're outside, so like,
Problem is,
Listen.
he has this force field of like 15 years around him, and I'm trying to. It's hard to pierce this
Garrett
force
can't
field.
relate to you.
He thinks he's
fucking
invincible.
boomers, dude.
It's true, you can't, I mean, but it's not even boomer. Like, you will
saying
run into two people who are absolutely disgusted by smoking.
I believe you. However,
It
I
hasn't
choose
happened.
not to believe you.
True.
Choose not to work.
Flat earther.
Garrett,
Yeah, I
you're
don't
literally
think so. It
you're
hasn't
watching the
happened.
different stages, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm the next stage, and then this is the stage after my stage.
So like I could
right?
either become this or
No, like this is the full
this is
circle.
the-
Yeah, this
This is the evolutionary
Yeah, there's
chart.
no. It's not a path. I'm saying this is just
Yeah.
the evolution stage. Like you're Pokemon phase 1 right now. The next evolution, and after that, level 36 or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And this level 36 over here is saying, dude, don't do
not
this.
worth it.
Garrett, I'm not gonna lie, man. It's been a fun 16 years since I was 20. But there's also I've had my trials and tribulations, bud. And I would suggest you quit smoking while you can. Some fatherly.
You gotta
advice with
quit smoking first to set an example.
that.
Dad.
Exactly, that's true. I know.
because when you do it, I want to do it. Because it's
Dude,
like
I never had the best male role models. That's why I mean,
Do we have a sponsor? Is that what you're looking?
It's a bad, disgusting habit. Picture that parking lot. Remember I went out in that parking lot? I'm like, what is all over the ground? It's our two
lungs.
smokers who stopped using the butt can. Just 50
It disappeared.
pieces of garbage all over. And then they cleaned it up. I'm just trying to help you. I don't know what else I can...
I don't know. Dude, I'm down on one help. Listen, it's tough. We are in the process.
This is a process.
This is a process.
I'll just keep resetting the bet. It's there.
I know.
Or Couch Hop won't exist at a certain point, so your 30-day bet's gonna be like,
it's coming up.
Send me an email, bruh, I did it.
I'm gonna be hard up for cash in March. I'll be like, hey, I quit smoking.
Yeah,
by the way.
I'd be like, there's no bank account. Also, I don't have a job.
Right.
I already don't have a job, basically. Anyways, hey guys, listen, we're talking about debt. Hey, guess who's there for you? Upstart, baby.
No way, dude.
Upstart.
Okay.
Always there when I start to get manic.
Another
about money.
bailout.
Another bailout. As most of us have found out the hard way, getting into debt is easy. All caps, easy. Getting out, not so easy. You might call it hard, especially if your credit score is not great. Thankfully now there's Upstart.com, the revolutionary lending platform that knows you're more than just your credit score and offers smarter interest rates to help you pay off your high interest credit card debt. Upstart goes beyond the traditional credit score when assessing your credit worthiness. They actually reward you based on your education and job history in the form of a smarter interest rate. Upstart believes you're more than just your credit score. They believe in you, and they understand that. They make it fast, simple, and easy to check your rate in just a few minutes. The best part, once your loan is approved and accepted, most people get their funds the very next business day. The next day. Over 300,000 people have used Upstart to pay off credit cards or meet their financial goals. Free yourself from the burden of high-interest credit card debt by consolidating everything into one monthly payment with Upstart. Debt. This country is ruled by it.
Yeah.
How many people do you know who aren't in some form of debt? Very few.
Yeah, my parents just got out of debt.
Congrats.
My mother is not in debt. She never had a credit. She never got credit cards.
Whew, smart.
She doesn't. She lives very modestly, but she's the only person I know.
That's powerful.
In my life.
When you have no credit score, just because you're off the
She
grid.
just doesn't fuck with. She's got a debit card and she pays. She pays a lot of shit with cash.
That's big dick energy.
Yeah.
That is big dick energy.
You're like, dude, don't
Don't talk about my mom like that. But no, I'm just kidding.
big pussy energy.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Well, yeah, no, having a good credit score, man, is that's your primary shield, I would say, to just about anything. Because you can get really fucked over, but in the end, if you have a good credit score, you can still find a way to get yourself out of a bad situation.
I guarantee.
But it's a fuck system, man.
I have the worst credit score at the stable. There is no competition. I am royally fucked when it comes to the credit.
Well,
I can't even get credit cards. Because of my student loans, I'm in medical debt.
There you go.
Or not in medical because that doesn't go on. I just don't pay my medical bills sometimes.
And the only way to increase your credit score, you have to take on more debt and pay it and do all
I
this
know,
shit.
it's a trap, dude.
You can't just be good and be like, I've got a bunch of money in my bank account and I'm being responsible.
They're like,
It's
we don't care.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
It's a bad system. Anyways, Upstart.com. See why Upstart is ranked #1 in their category with over 300 businesses on Trustpilot. Hurry on over to Upstart. I'm still talking to this fucking microphone. Hurry on over to Upstart.com/CCTV to find out how low your Upstart rate is. Checking your rate only takes a few minutes. It won't affect your credit. Upstart.com/CCTV. Upstart. Thank you. You came in late to the game of our final era here, and it means the world to us. Quite literally in our ability to pay our employees.
you going on Upstart.com right now?
He's on his phone. He's like, Upstart.com.
I've actually checked out.
CCTV.
First time you guys got sponsored, first time I saw you read the, I'm like sitting there editing the podcast and I was like, check out Upstart.com.
Help us out.
Slid right over there. So Upstart's doing their job. And you know what, so are you. Because you read it with such
Vigor.
might and such conviction that I was like, I am going to check this out.
Well, I appreciate our sponsors. What can I say?
So the Garrett and Tony show this week,
Yeah.
I think Brett specifically said, Garrett, you had to find topics this week
I had to find topics.
for yourself to discuss
Yes.
at this table.
So you're just gonna listen to me talk?
Yes.
Well,
I was
I'm
enjoying
talking as well.
Huh?
it. Well,
Yes.
it's a two-person
Yeah, I
show
mean,
now.
Yeah, exactly.
I
So
like it for it to be a
this-
four-person. I like
this energy.
vibe. Yeah.
I just chime in every now and again. This is
For
just
sure.
refreshing for me.
You when the wheels get squeaky, you just throw a little oil on there. Keep the whole thing moving.
It's a sandwich, but you guys are the meat.
like it.
I'm a spicy jalapeno. Maybe you're not into that.
I like spicy jalapeno. I like a chipotle aioli.
Rob Talbert eating those pepperoncinis out of his burger. Caught me off guard.
Gary, what should we talk about, buddy?
Rob Talbert on this
I think-
podcast.
Yeah, here we go.
Even like another problem that has to do with smoking
I
was
don't
like
want to talk about smoking anymore, bud.
You're done. You're saying
freaking-
done
it's
with
scar-
smoking?
Well, it's because it's, you know what it is? It's not enjoyable. It's scaring me now. Like,
so it's good that we're talking about it.
It is, but it's done.
You
its
should be
job.
scared, dude.
I am scared. I just said it.
He's gonna get anxiety from this conversation. I have a cigarette to like
To calm it
to
down.
reduce the anxiety.
It's a cycle, dude.
He's like, oh, I might die from smoking these. Thank God.
Don't tell Brett.
I'm gonna sit here and chug
What's
my
your
black
What's your
coffee.
final
Yeah, what were you
bullet
gonna
point on the smoking?
It's like a lot of the big reason why I started in the first place was because my girlfriend at the time, whom I was living with,
Always women, dude.
smoked. That's why people always ask me, it was like, why do you smoke Newport menthols? I'm like, well, she used to hang around a lot of like black people, and that's a very black people cigarette to have. And so they'd always just be like,
I'm glad
why
you
are you
decided to make this point. Garrett.
it's like, why are you smoking it? I was just like, it's just because
Hold on a second. Is it just like a general statement you're making, or just her group of
Listen,
It was
what he's making is not the most politically correct statement, though it is not also false.
it's not false.
You're saying it's a true to life stereotype.
When I started smoking, if you watch the, I guess you'll find out when you watch the,
We hear all
VR.
about Tony and Garrett's
yeah,
hometown
in the VR.
background in an upcoming series. so
I
get
started
ready.
smoking menthols because my dad smoked Cools, and so I used to steal his cigarettes, and he used to make bad jokes about them. But then when I started getting runs, they're called runs. You get a run, you know, like when you.
No.
Well, you would get a run for booze when you were like 15.
Oh, run.
You get a
I
run.
thought you meant like
So
some
we used
physical
to-
ailment.
Yeah, so
I got the runs
No, I got
from
the runs.
Cool, so I switched to.
So we would stand outside this place called Tasty Sub, not Mr. Submarine.
Not Mr. Sub?
That'll make sense later. And a lot of black people went to Tasty Sub, and the first person I ever asked to give me a run was this black dude. And I was like, "Can I get a pack of cigarettes?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll buy you a pack of cigarettes." I was in like 5th grade. He's like, "What kind of cigarettes do you smoke?" I didn't even know that there was like different ones. I just said whatever. He bought me a pack of Newports because that's what he smoked. And from then on, every time I asked for cigarettes to get people to buy me them in that neighborhood, it was just Newports.
It was your
so that's how I started
trusted
smoking
brand.
Newports. Yeah.
You can make arguments with just about anything when it comes to stereotypes based off of your own anecdotal observations, right? So like I went to school with primarily Spanish kids, right?
Right.
And I've had my own experiences with people from different backgrounds. And if I had a very general experience like, oh, the Spanish kids were better at track than most of the white kids, and I put it as objective truth, one could counter and say, well, actually, no, in my school, the white kids were better than the Spanish kids at this sport, right?
Someone would say that's anecdotal.
Right. And it's most it's anecdotal because I don't think there's a statistic for, you know, they polled the nation and saw how many African Americans preferred this brand of cigarettes, right? So if you just
True.
say it, it could sound ignorant, but you could also be factually correct.
Yeah.
And just maybe
I think
not
that
be
actually
evidence
is what
to
Garrett
back
was
it up.
saying is like the original statement. I think it actually is true. And I did all
It's
my
just
black
from
friends-
what I've experienced.
Yeah, I mean the Newports are you know, they're a menthol cig, and you know, a lot of black dudes I hang with smoke Newports. Also, a lot of black dudes I hang with smoke Parliaments. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
really know, but like, I just know the first pack of cigarettes I ever got was from some black dude bought me some Newports. I loved them. I smoked them continuously for like 5 years. My dad smoked menthols. Cools are menthols. So, dude, it's all over the map, man.
There's
It's also
facts. Like they say Maine is the least charitable state in the United States.
which
I
is
could see that.
probably
I've been to
true.
Maine a lot.
Yeah.
Very uncharitable because nobody likes anyone over there. They just want to be in their own log cabin and stay away from society.
With a bunch of lamps, maybe a fire going.
Unless you go to like Augusta or something. And then
Maybe you would
see
like
something.
Maine.
I would love the upper.
Tony
East
looks like
Coast.
could definitely be from Maine.
Like New England. I would like to move to New
Maine.
England one day. Maine?
Yeah.
We've been watching a lot of best of, worst of videos about states in the United States, and Vermont and New Hampshire are really getting a lot of love.
Really? Vermont
Cleanest
looks
air.
gorgeous. Would love to
There's
live in
nobody
Vermont.
there. It's beautiful.
I just don't understand that because I've driven through those places multiple times.
Looks gorgeous. From
Time to
above.
revisit, I guess.
No,
When was the last time you drove through New
Pictures
Hampshire
of
and
Vermont.
Vermont?
Look nice.
last time New Hampshire, I don't know, 7 years.
Lots of
7 years
change in
ago.
7
New
years.
Hampshire doesn't appeal to me.
I don't think a lot has changed in New Hampshire or Vermont in 7 years.
Why doesn't New Hampshire appeal to you?
I don't know,
As
it just
opposed to the
doesn't-
rest of New England.
Vermont, I like the name. Like you say Vermont, sounds very nice. So immediately I'm in. I want to explore more.
So what about Virginia?
Virginia sounds great too.
That's
Very
why
old.
you
Okay.
want to go to
Colonial.
Vermont and not New Hampshire.
Well, it's
Just
not
I like the
it's
New
not like
Hampshire.
Ohio.
Yeah, exactly. Like
like
New
the fuck
Hampshire.
is wrong with
wants to go to
Ohio.
I don't like the sound of New Hampshire. Like it just doesn't roll off.
Live
the tongue
free
for
or
me.
die,
That's their
baby.
state motto. Live free or die.
Okay, now I'm in. See, now you got me back
Yep.
in with the motto.
They have a-
Walter White go in Breaking Bad to a
New
state.
Hampshire. Great.
New
Now
Hampshire.
you're selling me on Hampshire now.
They have very
We're
loose,
back, baby.
We're back, baby. We're going to New Hampshire.
very loose open carry laws in New Hampshire.
Okay, now I'm.
But that's Vermont too.
Yeah.
That's just a lot of New England.
for sure.
I'd say Massachusetts is more progressive in that field.
Okay.
But they're not progressive and like douchebags at the bars trying to start fights with you at like last call. So it's
That's
pros and cons.
yeah. No, yeah, that's very Boston though.
I mean, Boston, I've never been to Boston. Seems cool, though. Seems a little bit similar to Chicago, so I would probably get a lot of Irish Catholic.
More Irish, yeah. You probably vibe with that too. You said you were a Catholic background.
Yeah.
You probably do all right, and
I'd be fine in Boston.
Yeah, you'd probably
I
be
think I'd
fine
be
in
fine in
Boston.
New York, too.
Never been to Chicago. Total mystery to me. When I saw the Google VR overhead of
my-
Chicago, I was like, that is not what I thought.
Yeah, that's not what I imagined.
Just picture Gotham City from Dark Knight.
It's very much like that. That's where they.
That was not what the
that's
Google
eye.
VR map looked like. I mean, we were in the suburbs or
You-
whatever.
Yeah, you
well,
took us,
not
like,
suburbs. We're on
outside
the
of
south-
Chicago.
We're on the south side of Chicago.
South
We
side.
still had
South side of
we had
Chicago.
We had Chicago cops. That was a big thing about being like. That was a big when you were younger. It's where are you from? And someone says Chicago, and it was like, well, what cops do arrest you? And it'd be like, well, Payless Hills, and it's like you're not from Chicago. Don't say you're from
Payless
fucking
Hills?
Chicago. Yeah, it's like, or I'm from Oak Lawn, and it's like. But that's not.
Hills.
Yeah, like there's all these.
So
funny
you're
name.
determined if you're from Chicago by the type of cops that
By the
would
cops
arrest
that
you.
arrested you. Yeah, and we had Chicago cops in our neighborhood because we were the south side of Chicago. So that was like a little badge. Now I don't care. Like when you're in LA, Chicago's, you don't want to break down to somebody who's not from Chicago, so you just say Chicago. Then if you happen to meet someone who's from Chicago, that person has to explain them like, well, actually, I'm from Naperville.
What is
And
the
you're like,
what is the like your neighborhood in Chicago equivalent to Los Angeles?
Man, I don't think there is an equivalent.
Yours would be like if you lived like downtown or something, or like MacArthur
No, I mean
Park.
where I lived mainly.
You were in like
Park.
North Hollywood.
where I lived, like when I moved out, like when I was 18 and went to college, DTLA is definitely similar to downtown Chicago and like Lincoln Park and that kind of vibe. But the south side of Chicago is I don't think there's an area like that in LA. Maybe there is. It was just it's all like Irish cat, like everyone, like all my friends' parents were all like either cops or firemen. All the women were teachers. It was very blue collar, like a bunch of Irish like parishes. You know what I mean? And I don't think that exists in Los Angeles.
Doesn't ring a bell. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think if you lived in Boston, you'd probably be able to find something more
Oh, no,
similar. In which
100%.
case, you probably lived in the Roxbury equivalent of Chicago.
Probably, yeah. There was like parishes. We were broken
It's
up.
a
by
bad
parishes.
area.
Really?
Is Southside
But-
like how would you classify it as like a good area, like a bad area?
I lived in a good area. It was a
It was a
nice.
good
It was a
area?
nice area, but it's surrounded by like when everyone talks about like. I think I said this yesterday. Like when people talk about like Chirac and like how bad like that is. That's the south side of Chicago as well. That's just further.
Chirac?
That's just like we're all like because we have like the highest murder rate
Yeah.
in the
What
country.
are you doing over
I'm trying
here?
to get my last ad read, but we
All
don't
of
have very
that
good phone
is
service.
a little bit east of me. That's like the east south side of Chicago.
Yeah.
But mine wasn't. My neighborhood was pretty chill.
Yeah.
We got in trouble, but like it
Yeah.
was a nice.
We
neighborhood.
went into very in-depth detail on where you grew up in our VR video.
It's gonna be a good
so-
series. A lot of
VR was
surprises.
the VR was fun.
It was fun.
Like I feel like doing it again. I feel like going back to revisiting my child. I'm surprised I didn't cry yesterday. I've been very emotional lately, so
It's withdrawals.
I've been crying a lot.
Well, Tony, yesterday, while you were amidst a lot of things going on with your body, I said, "Hey, brother, have you ever tried CBD?" And you had not, I guess, until that point, right?
No, not really. No,
Not
'Cause
really.
I quit smoking weed as well.
Yeah. Well, we had our sponsorship for Feals CBD. And so he tried 60 milligrams of CBD. We tried it at the same time. I was like, let's go on this little adventure together.
Yeah.
You went home, said you were vibed out, mellow, without sort of the weed stuff that normally accompanies that. You know, you didn't get the munchies. You weren't anxious.
I was very. How do I put it? I didn't feel well yesterday.
Yeah.
I was sick to my stomach, literally.
Yeah.
Just diet's been off. Took that, and then I took an Uber home because it was raining, you know. That's when I started realizing I got like really into this scripted podcast. and like all of the sound design, and like I didn't feel stoned. I mean, because I don't fuck with that shit anymore. So like the CBD side of it doesn't get you. You know?
Yeah.
But it got me very like. I went home and I just like I was cool.
Yeah.
I sometimes have anxiety at night, you know, where I'm thinking about the next day. Not like crazy anxiety, but you're thinking about the next day. You're thinking about
Sure.
what you have to do. Oh my God, what am I going to do in January? You know what I mean? Shit like that. Wasn't feeling that last night.
Oh shit! Yeah, what am I gonna do? Sorry.
Oh shit.
No, you know, just like, you know, fed my cat, you know, made some food. Really got into Grey's Anatomy. I was just vibed out. It was nice.
CBD is vibes. I was at Super King, which is a really stressful supermarket
Oh,
for us to
God.
shop at. Usually
worst.
there's like 19
I
lines
fucking hate
completely
Super
full.
King.
It's a fucking nightmare.
Dude, I was
fucking
vibing.
hate it.
I rolled over there. I was looking for some corn for my man over here for last week's Amazon.
Yep.
And I was just like, all of a sudden, I just kind of kicked in while I was standing in line. And I was like, buying some milk, buying some corn.
Do they
Goodbye.
realize how much of an endorsement that is? If they've ever been to Super King, or for you not to care that you're in it?
Feals, I'd like you to. I invite you.
Also,
to
this
check
was
out-
around. There's just to paint a picture for that. It was around 4:00 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah.
Blatantly rush hour.
Yeah.
That Brett is inside a Super King. It's quite literally picture perfect hell.
Yeah.
If anyone can relate, but it's just not good vibes. So the fact that you had good vibes,
That's sick.
says a lot.
Well, listen, guys. Feals, another new sponsor. Can you believe a new sponsor? It's almost the end of November.
Where are these guys coming in from?
God bless them.
Yeah, bring them on, man.
Sure.
Listen.
Surely.
Feals is a better way to feel better. Our premium, I say our, I'm just reading their ad copy. Feals' premium CBD will keep your head clear and help you feel your best. CBD has been proven to greatly reduce anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness. Navigating the world of CBD can be complicated. At Feals, we look to make the process as simple as possible so you can start feeling better sooner. New to CBD, Feals offers a free CBD hotline and tech support to help guide you through the discovery process. You know, not everybody has a Brett just chilling around like, hey dude, what are you trying to do? Let me give you the right amount, okay? No CBD is right for you. Feals' hassle-free membership program is guaranteed to help you feel your best month after month or your money back. It's that simple. They're shipped directly to your doorstep in only a few days. Feals is the new, natural, healthy, better way to feel better. They sent me this thing that we retrieved during our BTS last week or the week before. But they have a sort of like 3 categories it breaks down to, and it's based on how much you're taking, right? There's a category that's like calm and focused, kind of like you're in kind of like the zone. There's pain relief, and then there's like sleep. So you could take CBD if like maybe you like trouble sleeping. I when I first tried CBD, it was for that purpose. I'd kind of like wake myself up, and I felt like I would try it and I'd sleep a little deeper. Pain management, I use it a lot post gym or gym days where I like really get my ass kicked and I'm just like, maybe I'm fasting, or I'm just like, let me just get ahead of this today.
Yeah.
And it kind of just takes some of that, just like muscle soreness. Not like I have injuries, which I guess you could use it for too, but even that kind of just like post like, ugh. And then like kind of more like what we described yesterday, we took the lightest dose where you're just kind of just like, you're vibing, you're kind of zoned in. I was like, oh, I'm enjoying buying corn, and my brain isn't populating anxiety around my current mission where I'm
For
like,
sure.
oh, we're going to finish Amazon in time today. What am I going to do tonight? What am I going to eat for dinner? You're just like, corn.
But then also not that stoned feeling where you're
Yes.
in a Super King and you're eating Cheetos while figuring out what Cheetos am I going to buy.
That's the
You know what I
fucking
mean?
worst.
Dude, I could not
hate
be
that
high
shit.
in a Super King. That would be
Dude,
awful.
fucking,
Even just a regular grocery store, you got like people stocking, and then they look at you, and you're just like stoned out of your mind, and you're just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
you don't like so there's 2 schools.
It's too bright in grocery stores.
100%. See, because they're
too
overhyped.
bright.
Was that the?
It's
was
come
that the-
full circle. No, it's not done. It's not done. So it's a whole other thing. It's not, there's no THC
You can't get high.
in CBD. You can't get high. And yeah, like there was a grand opening for like the new liquor store section of Super King. So there's all these people and there's a security guard.
Seen that.
It would have been very unpleasant if I had been high. I would have looked at the security guard and been like,
Yeah.
you mean mugging me? You know, no, it was very chill. Anyways, guys, listen. Feals can have you feeling your very best every day, and it can help you too. Become a member today by going to feals.com/CCTV. Oh my God, you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. Holy moly. That's FE.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. feals.com/CCTV. Become a member. Get 50% off, automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. Feals.com/CCTV. And they say if you don't like it, they'll, what does that say? Does it say money back? Let me make sure I don't lie to you. Or your money back. Wow. If you're feeling any of those things, you want to try it, you've never been scared to try CBD before, there is a ton out there. Maybe you give it a shot, see if it helps you out, support the channel. Who knows? Yeah. It's not for everybody, but
I support
nice.
it fully. Way to go, Feals. Good job.
Yeah.
If you tried giving it to your cat, it's very good for animals.
No,
too.
I have a
hear
calming.
that.
I have a.
Yeah.
I did to my cat something. I pretty much gave my cat a speedball on accident. It's pretty. What I did was
I need to cordon off the ad read.
like.
Thank you, Feals. Appreciate you. Don't give your cat Feals. There's probably there's special dosage for pets, but CBD does help animals as well. All right.
Yeah. I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
No. I just want to. Sometimes we can talk about it for a little bit afterwards.
Oh yeah.
What did you say? You gave your cat what?
Yeah, a speedball.
There's a calming. Right, classic speedball is cocaine and heroin.
Right.
That's how Belushi died.
And River
Tons
Phoenix.
of people. Phoenix died like that. I bought these calming treats for Elle. That's my cat's name. And she took the calming one, and she was very chilled. Like she was almost nodding off. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh man, these things work. But then, without kind of forgetting, maybe an hour later, I'd given her a pile of catnip. And she was acting not normal on catnip. Now, not normally how she acts on catnip.
Yeah.
And I literally was like, oh no. I just brought her from fucking
0 to 100.
0 to Rick real quick. You know what I mean? And she was fucking out of it and flying. And then would be down and hiding. And I was like, okay, she's losing it. So I've never done that again. Yeah.
There you go.
What the fuck?
Yeah. But she's cool.
I wonder if dogs have something like catnip.
I don't know. They don't
Isn't that weird?
They might.
I never heard of a
What
similar
about
product.
catnip makes cats react that way?
It's natural too. It's a plant. They just fucking love it. They roll in it.
Yeah.
If you had a cat, you put it on the ground, they'll eat it. And not only will they eat it, but they will just roll around in it like a fucking psycho.
It's so weird.
You got a cat. You've seen that shit. It's pretty cool.
And you already put some catnip in your own mouth. Didn't do nothing.
I
for
never
you.
put catnip in my own mouth.
Have you eaten it?
Have you tried
but
catnip?
it seems like something someone would probably
I would
do.
try it.
What if you smoke
a lot of-
catnip?
That sounds like something that
Should
could
we do
get
that?
Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Cats
Cool
just
podcast, guys.
Yeah, this is great.
Full of ideas.
they just react
For
different
sure.
ways to catnip, right? Not all of them all act the same way. You
Right.
know, some of them just will chill out. Some of them will just go crazy and just start freaking out. Some of them will, like you said, roll in it, but then seem chill, and when you go near them, they'll claw your shit, and then go back to rolling in it, and it's really weird the effects that catnip has on cats.
Dude, it's crazy.
But there's not a real dog equivalent, you know.
Any type of meat would get him back.
But it's not
Well, I've
No, I
heard
know.
dogs consuming brownie, weed brownies. And,
Yeah.
and they're
That could kill 'em.
yes, that could kill them. But the ones that it doesn't kill,
makes him stronger.
they'll just chill too.
Yeah.
It's has the weed sort of acts the same way on I guess dogs as it does on humans when they're consuming it. You know, I
you done
imagine
that
the
to
same
your
thing
dog?
would never. But I would imagine if you had a dog smoke it too, it would have the same effect. If that makes sense.
The old myth was you blow it into their ears. When we were in high school, that's what people used to do.
That's fucked up.
Because their ears are so prone to infections that sounds fucking moronic.
It's terrible. I would never do that now. But when
Now, as a
when you're 14 and your buddy's like, I heard if you blow it in your ears, yeah, you do stupid shit.
You just
but
blow cigarette smoke into your dog's ears.
not that
Get
weed
them
smoke.
nicked out.
No, yeah, dude. Nick levels. Just
yeah, you can definitely put animals in nicotine though too.
Oh, my
That's the
cat.
fucked up part.
I smoked. I wrote a breakup letter to cigarettes. It's a way to quit smoking. Didn't work, obviously.
you
But I
bounce
smoked
back.
my last cigarette in my office at home, which I never smoke inside. Never. I think it's absolutely disgusting. Smoked my last one. It was late. It was kind of cold out. Did that. My cat flew out of the fucking room. She hates cigarette smoke. So
Damn.
yeah,
All the signs are there.
I know. I'm done.
It stains the walls too. It's
Stains your
it's
teeth and your lungs,
really
too.
fucked up.
Fingers.
Brutal.
It's crazy just how like they have to like do the walls just because somebody will smoke inside and it just stains it.
Think about your teeth. I think that's the key to getting through your force field. What if, what if your teeth
you have
get all
nice teeth.
jacked up?
I'm very paranoid about my teeth.
Because you have nice teeth. You don't want to
For
ruin
now.
those babies.
Yeah, for now.
I've luckily maintained decent chompers, but dental hygiene.
Didn't your tooth like disintegrate last month or something?
No, I
You had a root
broke.
canal, right?
I had to get it ripped out because I broke it on. I was eating something and it cracked, and then it turned. Then it got infected from the crack, and then I had to get it pulled, and then that led to a sinus infection. That was not from smoking, though.
Let's say it was.
Let's say it wasn't. Move on. Yeah.
Anyways.
That's what I think about when I'm just like, yeah, maybe I should. It's like my teeth because I really like my teeth. I
Yeah.
take pride in my teeth.
Yeah, you should.
You got nice teeth.
Don't make them yellow.
I know.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Well, guys, thank you for an invigorating episode of the Garrett and Tony Show.
Yeah.
You guys,
Ooh, can I talk about something real quick?
yeah, sure. We're wrapping up. This is
going on?
Tony's last piece.
Yeah. Well, no, I was telling you that I'm starting my own channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is plugged. We get two Tony plugs.
Can I
First of
plug
all,
one?
watch.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
of all, watch the restaurant. If you never watched the restaurant, some of you on the subreddit I noticed have discovered.
Yeah.
Right.
Some of them had already seen it, and then they were like, "What the fuck?" I
Yeah,
don't
and now it's
remember.
starting to cross over where people comment, "Is that Tony from Couch Up?" on the restaurant?
Great, some new traffic.
I can talk about it again, but I talked about it with you. Garrett's already seen some, and I don't know if I talked about it with
You talked to me about it.
Right, but me and Jake, if he's my best friend, my writing partner, my buddy who came out here with me.
He was on the Halloween live stream.
He was
we
the
did
bartender
Jake the
on-
bartender.
Yes, he was getting a lot of love. So if you remember that dude,
you go.
so we've been trying to think of stuff, and eventually, because that job I mentioned fell through, we are going to launch our own series and channel called TV on the Internet, which we're going to try and launch, which we will be launching hopefully in January.
I like that adjustment you made. Because that's what I do too. I'm like, I'm going to try to do this. And
Then
I'm
you're
be
like, no,
I'm
I'm
going to
doing
do it or I'm going to
Yeah.
Yeah.
starve to death. So
But yeah, it's just us reviewing all the shows that are streaming right now. But it's also with like 2 vlogs and like BTS leading up to that show, and us possibly then bringing back the rest. Everyone will see.
I feel like you gave me a better pitch the other day.
Really?
Because this seems very straightforward, but the pitch you gave me
Right.
yesterday was not straightforward.
Exactly.
It was more exciting.
Yeah. Well, it's just more like it's more like if you've ever seen like the Larry Sanders Show.
Our audience, Larry Sanders died before half of our audience
Yeah, I
was
know.
born.
Well, it's like Curb. It's like
you
it
go.
would be like it's TK. I'm TK from the restaurant. Like me and Jake, we're foul TV writers. We're trying to launch a new show on YouTube.
It's sort of also like alternative lifestyle, Sugar Pine 7, where there's like sort of scripted prompts, but it's based on yourselves, but you're playing sort of slightly fictionalized characters. Like
A little bit.
It's you guys producing a real show, but it's meta about itself, so
Yeah.
that
So
things
it's
happen
gonna be
around
real.
you making the show.
Right. So it's gonna be real, but also a little like you'll see. I kind of also do. It's gonna be. I'm gonna leave it a little vague.
Okay.
You know.
I just wanted that extra bit in there because I thought that was interesting. 'Cause
For
it's
sure.
not just like, oh, watch me review movies, which
Right,
is cool.
right.
But like, oh, there's an extra flavor stack on it.
Yeah. So we're the page will be in. I'm gonna link the page if that's cool. So you guys can all go subscribe because we need to get some subscriber base, and there's like a teaser promo up already. So go.
I like it.
Yeah. Go check it out.
I like everybody's new projects. It really scares me, the number of new things coming to YouTube. I got Coppo over here on one side. I look at our YouTube monetization on the other side. I'm like, good luck, everybody.
Sucks, man. Because as creatives, it's kind of like we have problems with anything else except for creating. And if you ever talk to like accountants or anyone that's like, helping you deal with real life shit, or it's like a wife or husband or whatever the case is, they'll, they're you gotta surround yourself with people that are acutely aware that this guy creates and like just everything else just is there like it's almost like against them. So in the case of like YouTube, where it's like, oh, you got to keep up with the policies and you got to keep up with the monetization and you got to keep up with the terms of service. And you're like, dude, I just want to make some fucking videos, man.
Yeah.
Why does this have to be like 18 fucking things that I got to jump through? And
For
of course,
sure.
I mentioned the accountant Because I remember when I had this guy in Denver, and he'd be presenting me. He's like, "We gotta sign you up as an LLC, and then you gotta, S corp." I'm sitting there. I'm like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Listen," and they just want to create. Just let me help run like the financial side, so you can go back to what you like doing, which is that. So
Yeah.
It sucks that all these things exist when mostly it's just like
You just
want to make some cool shit.
Whoa, exactly. When it starts getting like the original series, we sold that to Comedy Central, and once that started going down, it was like we had to set up a corporation, an LLC, and doing all that, and it was like, oh fuck, this used to just be like fun, and now it's like getting real.
Yeah, dude, you know that feel?
I get to dissolve my first corporation next year. I'm very excited.
No way, dude.
That's going to be
Hell
a wild
yeah.
experience
Hell
for me.
This was the second failed business that I've been a part of, so I'm very excited about that.
When's the third coming?
wait,
When's the third coming?
Wait, also, I wouldn't consider this failed. I mean,
No,
you guys really. Okay.
Well,
You're
partially.
listen, you know what what is it called? A Pyrrhic victory? It's when like both armies just so you win, but like everyone in your
Right,
army
got
is
it,
like
got it,
half
like,
dead
yeah,
and
yeah.
your villages were burned, and yeah, it's kind of what that was like.
Right.
Like we completed the year, but what did it cost us? Off Canny, Garrett hard work on Off Canny. We'll hear more about that in the next episode of the Garrett and Tony Show. Thanks
Garrett,
for tuning
I don't
in,
think
guys.
we hit 17 sentences. I feel like we really didn't.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Come on now, people, don't be shy. You're gonna love plain broiling.